We continue reading from Caitanya Caritamrita, Adi-Lila, chapter 3, text 12. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Dasa Kapita Mata Kanta Ganalana Braje Krida Hare Krishna Prema Vishta Hana. Absorbed in such transcendental love, Lord Sri Krishna enjoys in Braj with his devoted servants, friends, parents, and conjugal lovers. So, yesterday we read that there are 4 relationships. Let's read that again. Servitude, dasya, friendship, sakhya, parental affection, vatsalya, and conjugal love, shringar, are the 4 transcendental mellows, rasas. By the devotees who cherish these 4 mellows, Lord Krishna is subdued. So what is the way to subdue Krishna? I'm going to conquer Krishna. I'm going to chant so nicely and I'm going to conquer Krishna. But then Krishna cannot be conquered like that. You know, he is much smarter than you and me. He's our creator. If we think we can take him for a ride, Krishna is going to take us for a ride. We think we can cheat him, he will cheat us. So this is in love. And what is that? What's the symptom of love? Is servitude. When we love someone, we want to serve them. That's the reason we see in a family relationship, you know, parents are serving children, children are serving parents. It's like a loving relationship. It's out of love. So this service mood, this service that I need to serve Krishna, that needs to be very strong in us. Otherwise we will think, oh, I am Krishna's lover. Let me enjoy Krishna. I am Krishna's friend. Let me enjoy Krishna. But then that is not going to get us anywhere. We need to have that mood of service. I'm going to serve Krishna in this way. How can I serve Krishna? And then what happens? Then we can have the personal association of Krishna. Right? So Krishna, when he's absorbed in such loving relationships, he's there with his servants, friends, parents, and conjugal lovers. So the descent of Sri Krishna, the absolute personality of Godhead, is very purposeful. So we can also go back to Braj, you know, depends on our desire. Do we actually want to have a relationship with Krishna? But if we want to have a relationship with Krishna because I'm going to control Krishna, I'm going to become greater than God. No, then we cannot. It has to stem from a place of love. And then how do we love him? We don't know him. We start serving. Serve the devotees. Serve the devotees who know about Krishna, because they will teach us how to serve Krishna. They know how to please Krishna. And so what is that? Start hearing and chanting. Start hearing and chanting. The descent of Sri Krishna, the absolute personality of Godhead, is very purposeful. In the Bhagavad Gita, it is said that one who knows the truth about Sri Krishna's descent and his various activities is at once liberated and does not have to fall again to this existence of birth and death after he leaves his present body. So Krishna says that in the 4th chapter, Janma karma chame devyam evam yoveti tattvataha. He says that one who knows the nature of my appearance and activities. So what we have to do, we just have to try to understand Krishna, his position, his activities, his pastimes. And then what will happen? We do not need to come to this material world again. So we do not have to become great knowledgeable jnanis or great yogis. We do not have the time. We do not have the qualification to do all these things. What we can do, Krishna says that just try to understand my descent and activities. So that's why we are hearing about Krishna, to try to understand this. How to understand? We hear about Krishna from the devotees, from Bhagavatam, from Bhagavad Gita, chanting his name. In other words, one who factually understands Krishna makes his life perfect. one who factually understands Krishna. Oh, I know Krishna. I know he's some mythology figure. He was a king, or he did Ras-Lila. How many girlfriends he had. I can also do that if he's doing that. Oh, he's a thief. The only thing he was just thieving. All that is not going to help us, because that is not factually knowing Krishna. In fact, we are, the more I read Prabhupada's books, the more I get amazed with Prabhupada's choice of words. It's like it's amazing, Prabhupada's choice of words, When we try to analyze it, it just cuts through. Factually understands Krishna, means understand Krishna in truth. Then our life becomes perfect. Imperfect life is realized in material existence in 5 different relationships we share with everyone within the material world: neutrality, servitorship, friendship, parental love, and amorous love between husband and wife, or lover and beloved. These 5 enjoyable relationships within the material world are perverted reflections of relationships with the absolute personality of Godhead in the transcendental nature. So what we are thinking right now, I am this body, whoever we are. I am Indian, American, man, woman, whoever. And then we have relationships. This one is my friend. This one is my parent. This one is my lover or a spouse, and this is my children. And then, oh, this is my boss. And actually, we are serving, we are serving. I was just thinking, we serve our parents, our friends, our bosses, and spouse, relatives, extended relatives. We are serving everyone. And then we make one mistake, and then we can be so condemned for it. We try to make somebody happy, but can't make everyone happy all the time, it's said, right? Why? Because that's the nature of the material world. But Krishna, we try to serve him, and he says, I will never forget what you did for me. I'll never forget. I don't know how to repay what you did for me. So he's so grateful. He's so grateful. So instead of getting so many masters, why don't we just get one master, Krishna? And see everyone in relationship to Krishna. Not that we condemn everyone else. Oh, only Krishna is mine and I don't care about everyone. No, everyone else see them as a part of Krishna, in relationship to Krishna. So then instead of getting so many masters, we just need one master who's actually truly the master of everyone. So, and all these relationships that we think are real, they are just perverted reflections of the spiritual, of the relationships with the Supreme Lord. Because each of us can have a relationship with the Lord in any of these 5 categories. That absolute personality, Shri Krishna, descends to revive the 5 eternally existing relationships. Thus, he manifests his transcendental pastimes in Braj, so that people may be attracted into that sphere of activities and leave aside the imitation relationships with the mundane. So Krishna is coming to give us the real jewel. We are here so attached to an imitation diamond, so attached to the imitation. But here he's come, take the real thing. We have an eternal relationship, he said. He doesn't need to do it. He could have said, well, it was your choice to turn away. Why? I don't need to do anything with you. I don't want to look at you. Okay, I know I'll maintain you. That's fine. Okay, but you can do your thing and I'll do my thing. But he's so kind. He's so loving. He's so compassionate. Why is he compassionate? Because he's so much full of love that he wants us to come back and have that loving relationship with him. He's saying, come back to me. I love you so much. It's just we need to get attracted to this. We need to change our desires. Then after fully exhibiting all such activities, the Lord disappears. So, because he comes for a scheduled time. He comes, then he goes to another universe. So then, Yatheshta Vihari Krishna kare antardhan, antardhan kare mane kare anuman. Lord Krishna enjoys his transcendental pastimes as long as he wishes, and then he disappears. After disappearing, however, he thinks thus. So he came, he comes, he performs his pastimes, then he leaves. So then he thinks. Krishna is a person. As we are persons, Krishna is a person. He's the Supreme Lord. He's a person. Chirakal nahi kari prema bhakti dan, bhakti vina jagatera nahi avasthan. For a long time, I have not bestowed unalloyed loving service to me upon the inhabitants of the world. Without such loving attachment, the existence of the material world is useless. The Lord seldom awards pure transcendental love, but without such pure love of God, freed from fruitive activities and empiric speculation, one cannot attain perfection in life. So that's the highest perfection in life, to love God. To love God without any desire for any material activity, freed from fruitive activity, without any material desire, that I will love God and I will be happy. I will love God, I will enjoy, I will control him. No. Or empiric speculation, I will love God and I will become God myself. You know, or I'm gonna become liberated, I don't need to do anything. No. But pure, above all this, pure love. Pure love, that is attained, that is perfection of love. And this pure love, Krishna very rarely gives to anyone. Lord seldom awards pure transcendental love. It's very rare to get pure love for God. Very rare. You know? Why is it rare? Why is it rare? Because then Krishna becomes a servant of his devotees. Like we were reading yesterday, he becomes the story of Bali and Vamandev, we had a slight reference. So then, as Vamandev, he's standing as a doorkeeper. But Bali Maharaj is there protecting Bali Maharaj's planet. Bali Maharaj gave him all the universes, and the God said, I'm going to become your doorkeeper. You know? So Krishna gives himself. He does then anything for the devotee. So he rarely gives this love. And we have been given this opportunity by the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. We should grab it. Grab this. This time, Lord Chaitanya, we were reading Lord Krishna, they rarely come to this world. Sakala jagate more kare vidhi bhakti vrija bhava paite nahi shakti. Everywhere in the world, people worship me according to scriptural injunctions, but simply by following such regulative principles, one cannot attain the loving sentiments of the devotees in Vrajabhumi. So, vidhi, according to the vidhi is the scriptural injunctions. So then Krishna is saying that people are worshipping me by following rules and regulations. But just by following rules and regulations, they're not going to get that feel. You know, they're not going to have that feelings for me, the intense feelings, the loving sentiments of who? The devotees in Vrajabhumi. We see how Yashoda Mai, she faints. She thinks Kalya is going to kill Krishna. How all the Brajbasis are dying. Oh my God, what's going to happen to Krishna? They're not acting this. They're not thinking these things. They're feeling these. They're feeling them. And so then Krishna is saying, how people are going to get this loving sentiments of devotees in Vrajabhumi. So let's stop here for today. And we can continue reading tomorrow. What was Krishna thinking? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for joining in today morning. Caitanya Caritamrita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaura Premanande, Hari Bol.